We head to Indooroopilly to style a $2 million home.
It's a lovely property backs onto all of this green bushland.
Jake gives us a monthly business review of August 2020.
But it was, pretty solid month. So I think we ended up with 23 installs.
And should you style with Christmas trees?
More about us appealing, as styling always is, about us appealing to as many people as we can.
This is Foxy TV, episode 79. This week started off with our first ever team meeting here in the new warehouse, but we're going to go straight to a big install that we had over on the west side of Brisbane in Indooroopilly. Janessa, where are we today?
We are in Indooroopilly.
What are we doing here?
Quite a large install. It's a 5-bed and 3 living, 2 dining. It's beautiful. It's a lovely property backs onto all of this green bushland. A tennis court, a pool, dual living as well. No, it's going to come up really later.
As Janessa mentioned, there were 5 bedrooms, 3 living areas and 2 dining areas. So luckily we had the entire team out there to help out. All right, no time for a dip in the pool, but the install is nearly done. Just finishing up a few bits and pieces. Such a nice house, this one. Janessa and Phoebe are very happy with how it turned out, I assume. Janessa, you happy? Very happy. It's looking good, huh?
It's looking lovely.
With all the furniture in place, the beds made and steamed, the artwork hung, let's take a look at the end result. So being the first week of September, the first week of spring, I thought I'd catch up with Jake for a bit of an update as to see how the business went, how Foxy went during August 2020.
It was pretty good. We didn't shoot the lights out, but
You don't like
that. Yeah, you don't like that saying. But it was pretty solid month. So I think we ended up with 23 installs, which is the biggest August that we've ever done. I think last year we were at 22 and we were targeting somewhere around the 25 mark, so we felt just short, but still pretty good. But in the middle of all that, we've just moved warehouse, so that took up, it felt like a pretty solid month. Like there wasn't a lot of spare time in there because we've had to move all this stuff across. We're still not quite finished, but we're getting there. And we had our, I don't know how to say it, the least amount of furniture hired that we've ever had in a month. It was basically down to nothing. We hired only a couple of beds, which right from when we started we've been hiring something along the way, and we were almost at nothing, so pretty good.
And to wrap things up, we're going to Phoebe to ask her a question that we got from one of our Foxy TV watchers, and also just get a bit of an update of what's been happening here at Foxy this week and going forward in the next couple of weeks. Should you style, and do you style with Christmas trees as we head into the festive season? Well, get close to the festive season.
No, we don't. So it does look pretty, it is homely, and it does signify a lot of emotions for people, but it's something we don't, because not everybody's Christian. So, and not everybody associates the holiday period with positive emotions. So it's more about us appealing, as styling always is, about us appealing to as many people as we can. So, and we definitely don't want to polarize any groups. So we don't style with Christmas trees for that reason. But also, if you style the home before Christmas and it's still on the market after Christmas, say the third week of January, and it has a Christmas tree and it's then very dated.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, and then if you take the Christmas tree down, then it's different to the photo, so it's all those sorts of things. So,
Sure.
Yeah.
And just a bit of a general update from the week. What's this week been like? What's been happening this week?
Yeah, so it's been pretty steady. The as far as actually, I saw 2 stylists today who both asked me this question, and I had another stylist on Instagram also ask about have we been busy? And agents asking often, are we seeing things pick up? So we've been steady. Over this last few weeks, we've been doing about 6 jobs a week. This time last year, we would probably been doing 12 jobs a week. So it is significantly less than was last year. But actually, Jake probably will correct me on 12. Whatever Jake says. Yeah, but the number of consults that I've had over the last 2 weeks has significantly increased. We're doing about 4 consults a day. So I have a feeling that we are about to get really busy, that our spring period will be a little bit later. And that happened last year too. The start of September wasn't all that busy for us. Well, it was good for us, but the end, like October, November was really strong. So hopefully all these COVID stuff, and I'm sure that's what's keeping people at bay. We have 2 good weeks with this COVID, the little cluster that they've had. And then same thing happened when we had that last little cluster. 2 weeks of sort of uncertainty, and then people were ready to press go. I think we're about to do that again.
And we've got a new team member starting?
We do, Eva. Eva's joining us, I will introduce her next week. In joining us on Monday in a content writer capacity / styling assistant. So most of where you'll see Eva is with you, and a lot of her, she'll be doing a lot. You'll see our blog's going to be updated. We're doing stuff more like LinkedIn. So you'll see a lot more written.
So you're really investing in the marketing side of things.
Yeah, so and this is again something I've been talking to a lot of real estate agents about. We will get multiple jobs every week through our social media platforms. So for us, it's something that we feel is very worth dedicating our time to. Plus, we've always said that we're all about putting as much free and valuable content out there for people to access as they can. So I'm actually doing some filming with a real estate surprise. We're doing filming with a real estate agent next week to do a series of tips and tricks for their buyers. The same purpose. They want to start putting out more valuable content.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And lastly, on Tuesday this week, we spent half a day in this room to our right taking photos for the online store, which is finally going to be online and ready to go probably within 7 to 10 days.
Well, Petra DM'd last night asking me the details for messaged. And I've had a couple of people asking. So sorry, that's taking us a lot longer than when we first initially mentioned it.
A lot longer.
My fault.
But it's better. No, not necessarily. Both our faults. We dragged the chain a bit, but we have changed it, and we think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to look awesome. The photos have come up beautiful. So looking forward to sharing that with everybody. And then if you've got anything that you were hoping to see in our store, let us know, because the world is
we'll
our
be guided
oyster.
by you, I suppose.
Yeah.
Thanks, Phoebe.
Cool. That's all right.
And that's it for this week's episode. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great weekend, and we will see you back here next week.